Sorry. To go back. Let's get it up here. Um, I don't remember where else to go. Maybe there are still a lot of places. Right, the petting cemetery. To take the pictures. Yes. Off in the distance, you spot a hungry bobcat sneaking up on a cute little desert road. How do you feel about that? It's nature's way. Ticket? Ticket. Howdy, welcome to Gorman Lancaster's one and only petting cemetery. Is educational and entertaintional, and only 500 meat for a lifetime pass. Petting cemetery. That's right, a wild variety of guaranteed genuine animal skeletons, and you're free to touch them to your heart's content. Well, with your hands, that is, no writing. Can I feed them? You can try. Neat. Interest yeah, in membership, fella? Okay, I do have enough money, but I would like to see what this option does. That's exorbitant. It's a lifetime membership. If you were younger, it'll be worth more. Fair enough. Pay. Suppose so. Wonderful. Just hold still for a second while I memorize the face. Okay. Go right on in, and thanks for your patronage. You're welcome. Because I gave. Okay, this is the skeleton of a desert tortoise. It is currently in very slightly less of a hurry to get places than it was when it was alive. Increase your armor for the rest of the day, pet it? Yes? Maybe I can... Do I need more armor? I don't think so. Blake says it's a pack rat skeleton, but there's nothing there. Nuts. There is a skeleton of a jackrabbit. In a pinch, the jackrabbit can help you change a wheel on a wagon. Increase the speed. Yeah, do need speed. Get booted of a jackrabbit. 5 more. Yeah, figured. It feels like there's a jackrabbit running around your brain. You want to get away from it, and fast. Black says it's a buffalo skeleton, but there's nothing there. You're buffaloed by this fact. This is an owl skeleton. If you want to know how many fireballs it takes to get to the center of an enemy skeleton, just ask an owl. Take a picture of it. Done. With a clicking flash, to take a photo for Hobart Bird. Now I don't remember where he is. The black says it's a desert ape skeleton, but there's nothing here, and also you're pretty sure there's no such thing as a desert ape. This is a bobcat skeleton. Bobcats are known for their ferocity and the weird high-pitched noises they make when telling jokes. This is a hawk skeleton. Hawks resent being mistaken for falcons and will shoot you if you do it too many times. Okay, they can shoot. Cool. Should have been tea, broad beans? No. For the darkness, probably. Range. Let's try going to the West Pole. A grim-looking cowboy rides up and blocks the path. Hold it, this error for the cows, and I can't let you go any further. It ain't safe for regular folks, and you go ahead and turn back now. Well, thanks for the warning, but what if I refuse? Use force if I gotta. You're going to ensure my safety by beating me up? I recognize the conundrum, but that's the times we're living in. Intimidate him. I ain't afraid of no cows, and I ain't afraid you either. Come here, let's wrestle. I'll break your legs and use them for spare legs. I eat cows breakfast. It won't even be a between meal snack. Oh yeah, I see you're having second thoughts now. You bit off more than you can chew. For breakfast, change my mind. Go ahead. Ha. A local weed, and there was a ring here too. Take the photo ring. Collection of relevant counters. I don't think I need it. You do a quick backflip, then make some funny noises by flapping your arm up and down with your hand in your armpit. The local weed tickles, loosening its root just enough for you to pluck a handful of it out of the ground and bring it into the bottle. A little bottle. You're just crazy about this stuff. No wait. I mean because of, not about. Decent combat. Okay, give me 2 action points. Nice. This yoga is straining against its own root. My experience. I have... How much do I have? 1,000. Might as well. Little workery, thick skin for armor, yes. Or maybe lockpicking expertise. I do need this one. You can pick any lock. Okay, let's mess with the rocks. These rocks are strange, don't seem to weigh as much as they should, and they're sort of drawn to each other. You could probably make an interesting current out of them. Something powerful. Unimpregnable tower. Got a heart of stone. Your circulatory system is partly stone now, which makes your blood even more thicker than water than regular blood. Step back and admire your handiwork. It's quite defensible. Nice. What about this one? Something powerful again? It's quite defensible. Okay, did not give me anything new. Mess with them. Something mystical. Unelaborate orrery. Step back and admire your handiwork. It's immaculate. Song of the Spheres. You can hear stone singing in your ear, in your head all the time. It's actually kind of annoying. Okay, what if I make something else? Threatening fist. Yeah, nothing changed. Okay, I guess it's just a one-time thing. Something sway. More moxie. Okay. Go to reboot view. What's that? Boot hue. Just paint. Yes, totally. What's over here? Nothing. Oh, who are you? You see the ghost of an elderly woman holding flowers. She seems lost and depressed, above and beyond what's expected for a ghost. Howdy, ma'am. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, so awful. I can't remember at all. Let's start at the beginning, okay? Well, you see, I had 4 daughters. They married 4 brothers, the Smith boys. And after that, they each had 5 daughters of their own. Unfortunately, I outlived every one of the 24 of them. What? You know your ghost, right? Oh yes, in fact, I died here in this graveyard where they're all buried. I came to visit them, and I suppose my poor old heart finally gave out. That's not the problem though. 95 years is a pretty good run after all. So what did you forget? I brought this bouquet of flowers to put on my favorite granddaughter's grave, but I can't remember which one of them was my favorite. I'm so ashamed, and I can't bear to leave until I've remembered. I see. Well, maybe I can help you figure it out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Ever so much. No problem, ma'am. Okay, can you remember anything about your granddaughter? Well, I'm quite certain her first name ended in a vowel. Okay, anything else? I remember I was 40 when she was born. Oh no, 37. I was 42. Must have been somewhere in that range, at least. Okay, so mm, I was 40 when she was born. So between 37 and 42. Okay, anything else? Oh, her first name was longer than her last, just like mine. Sorry, just like mine. Okay, anything else? I remembered she wasn't buried next to any of my daughters. Okay. She's Nymphophilidor. She passed at the same age as poor Peggy, who was always in such ill health. Oh, her favorite hobby was knitting. She started to sob. She knit me a lovely sweater for Grimbo just a year before she died. And that's all I can remember. Knitting, okay then. Hang on, let me think a moment. I'll be back in a minute then. Alright, dearie, I'll be here. Okay, Grim. Pamela Smith. I don't know. Is that you? Are you Pamela Smith? Little Becky Smith. So this is little Becky, same age. So 43. Oh wait, not 1943. This is the same age, not the same year. So 59 minus 43 would be 16. 16. Pamela Smith. Becky Smith. Pearl Smith. Oh my god, that two Becky. But her first name is longer than her last name. Although her last name ends in a vowel, so cannot be that one. Right? Right? I don't know. Miss. Wait, which is the last name and which is the first name? Oh my god. I suppose Smith is the last name and Lenore is the first name. That would make more sense. First, Becky Smith. Margaret. Madeline. Faith. Madrid. Fidelity. Farah. Dig it up. You uncover a coffin that was apparently delivered by mail because it still has the address printed on it. Either that or this was a joke about somebody going to Hellstrom Branch after they died. Melissa Smith. Madeline. Miss Becky. Maybe it was the first Becky. Okay, first Becky. How old would it be? So the lady is 95 and the range is between 32. No, that wouldn't make any sense. What about over here? Rebecca Smith. Billy Spider Kingley turned out to be way more than one. Wise old jet marmot. It is time to bar 80. The ground here seems reasonably soft. Pick up. Got an item. Mama's skin cap. Oh no, the lag. Please do not shut down. Right, this has the original owner was a crack shot, but he lost his gun in a card game and got eaten by the bear almost immediately afterwards. Interesting. Peggy model kinda ironic. Biff Bungerston, he was a real buttface. Big Bob Hurlingham. Gone to big pile eating contest in the sky, the crowd here seems reasonably soft. Dry pie. Increases the muscle by 5 for the rest of the day. This is a pie crust filled with intestines, okay? It just goes to show one man's nightmare garbage is another man's dinner. Snidely Crandallsworth. He was sort of like a Benjamin Button kind of thing. Oh, Bones. Annette Santibam. Try to eat her way out of a bear. Clean Willie Hinks. Really is gonna hate this bearer thing. Buck Chinsley. Nobody's ever saw a man die that way before. There's a whole gang buried here, just waiting. There's my storm, deals 11 damage, gonna kill them immediately. Triple shot. Go. Yep, going to die. Pep talk. Well, repeat. Yeah, I think I have to kill these ones first. Okay, finally. You defeated a whole gang of sweet skeletons. Sweet. What do I have here? Here lie the sweet gang. May they never wake up. Take the sword. You plucked the sword from the stone. Now you are royalty. Got an item, sweet sword. This sword used to adorn the grave of the sweet gang. Now it adorns the faces of your enemies. Briefly, let's compare it to the Bletch Excalibur. It's more to muscle. Same thing, but this one's more to moxie. Let's see what's up here. Shank Wims. We're reasonably sure he's dead. Adam L. Olmada, they got him coming and going. Dean Scott Turkinson, drowned in a whiskey barrel, is what he would have wanted. Whiskey. Decent whiskey. This is a bottle of perfectly adequate whiskey, which is perfectly capable of shoring up any perceived inadequacies in its drinker. I've no idea what I just read. Oh, that Tom. Took us kind of a long time to get around to this. Fred Deeks. Couldn't remember the rhyme about which snakes are poisonous. So, snake skins? No, patent emetic. This substance cures poisoning by making you vomit. General Flans, without an E, died as he lived screaming. Annette Jango, First Lady, bicyclist, to ride off a cliff. but she did make it. They got the riding boots. These boots are made for riding, but not the kind of riding you're probably thinking of. +1 to maximum AP and 3 speed. Lavender Krings, inventor of the external combustion engine. Is the remains of a picnic in the graveyard. Nice. Got cat eyes candy, so the cracker, and Gothic Camille is an ornately carved brute with a jet black gem in the center, which, come to think of it, might be jet black because it is in fact a jet. What? Spook resistant. Okay, this one. Vernon Pensicor, professional sword swallower. Professional. Dynamite Jim Fresca, all the bits we could find. Oh, what's this? This tombstone is big and fancy, and it has a door on the front. Let's leave it alone for now. This tombstone is big and fancy, has a door on the front. The door has a pretty sturdy looking lock on it. Leave it alone. Tombstone's big and fancy, has a safe embedded in it. Say cracking number 2. I think I have that. No? No. Why? Why not? They're like a tough customer. Or maybe Mom Moxie. 20. Nice. Then tough customers. Quicker fight. Okay, let's open this one. You skillfully pick the lock. Inside the tombstone is a document and a weird little metal object. Let's read the document. The document describes a time the bearer wishes of Sam Feathersmith and a weird sequence of letters. OHLGHE. OHLGHE. Okay, take the object. Pick up the object. It looks like a piece of a broken key. Got a key fragment. This is the fragment of a key that you found at the big fancy tombstone in Reboot Hill. Interesting. Open the door. Document. Okay. The document describes the object Buster Sly. Okay. BTLITR. Take the object. Got another key fragment. Okay, so have to. I think I need another one. Yeah. Safe cracking. Xavier J. Hornhart ran for mayor right off the cliff. Lucky Vinnie Pike is about to run down sooner or later. Oh no, that's day. General Slap Radish ate too many waps. Hazel Patchley embroidered herself to death. That one guy, you know the one, yeah. Brad Higgins, the most strikingly rat-faced man any of us had ever seen. Uh, Stan Rietta Mingoston tried to eat a live eagle on a dare. Can you dig it up? Bruce teeth. There's an eagle knocked out all of her teeth on his way down. Oh, who are you? This skeleton doesn't seem particularly threatening, apart from being a general reminder of your own morality. Talk to him. Hello, who are you? My name's Bernard. Hush, lower your voice, they'll hear us. Oh, the goddess? Yes, not a fan? They're reanimating dead evil skeletons. I don't want to be reanimated, it sounds horrible. Can you imagine having to walk around without your skin on? How embarrassing. Not to mention cold. Sure, well. Plus, dying's hard enough. Who wants to come back to life just when you've got used to being dead, right? I can see that. Please, can you do something? I don't want them to find me. Okay, I'll let you know when it's safe. Okay, thanks. I just hang back here until the coast is clear. Okay, so I guess I have to kill the goddess. Oh, floating bones. Okay. Paulette Toothberry died of a disease we don't have a name for yet. Skull chips. Based on the contents of the coffin, you called it exploding skull syndrome. Pauletta Fink, territorial golfing champion. Oh, there they are. You're not going to get past the barrier of whirling bones without, well, making it so there's no barrier of whirling bones here anymore. I just crushed them. Those bones that do nothing and how much for you the ones attached to your muscles. Nothing to it. Suzanne Bowenstrom, buried with her treasured collection of dog ears. That's disgusting. These corpses look like they're barely maintaining control over their skeleton. Wait, I wanna see what happens. You hide behind the tombstone and wait. After a few moments, the skeleton wrests itself from the corpse's control and goes on a rampage. Bones and teeth fly everywhere, none of them belong to the skeleton. This gives you any indication of how the fight turns out. Seemingly satisfied with the carnage it has caused, the skeleton scratches something into the ground and then shuffles off to the south. Yikes. Rip. That vroom. Nothing left but boots and teeth. A grudge? This is what the skeleton wrote. Must be his name. Peninsula Wackersley. I don't know. Nice lady, but a really unfortunate name. Yeah, this is a hastily constructed, very shallow private. Stench. You open the door and dig around in the detritus. You find nothing of interest. You lied to me. Digging around this thing once was more than enough. Do it again. And again. Again. No. Fine. Meet gain an item fighting bonus. There's a black book on the pedestal here. Take it. Got an item. How to find concepts of mechanics. Gives you the ring of teeth skill. Are you certain that there was no laughing matter? Read it, I say. For each page of the book you read, one of the teeth falls out. It continues this way for way more pages than you thought you had teeth, until you realize that your teeth aren't falling out. but that instead you've been learning how to control new teeth into existence the whole time. Nice. At any given point, there are millions of human teeth suspended in the clouds above us. We just know how to jostle them loose. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so well. Your useless physical form becomes even more useless, withered muscle. Minus 25 melee attack damage? No. Single-minded obsession with death magic has led you're really neglecting your physical form. Oh my god. You don't have to use magic now. Pure magic. There they're gone. They're gone, Mr. Ball. Talk to him. I took care of them already. Great. Phew. There's a load off my mind, let me tell you. Here, you can have this worry stone. I don't need it now. This rock has had a hole rubbed in it by incessant worrying. Fidgeting with it will stop you from looking so anxious all the time. That's the offhand. Now for the riddle. Okay, again. I think I've forgotten. Okay, her first name ended in a vowel. Okay, anything else? I remember I was 40 when she was born, and you are 95 now. I don't know when you died though. Her first name was longer than her last, just like mine. So Smith, something longer than Smith, ends with a vowel. I remembered she wasn't buried next to any of my daughters. She was at the same age as poor Becky, who was always in such ill health. We have a lot of Beckys. Favorite hobby was knitting, so I can't remember it. Okay. Pamela, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. That's a friend of Pamela. I think I know who she was. Start with a P. Continuous eyebrow raise, hopefully. Was it Pamela? Oh no, it wasn't her. Oh, I'll never remember. Thank you for trying, but please leave me alone with my grief. Maybe try again later. Okay. Where do we go? Fort Dresden. Japanese thieves hideout. Robin's house. For the darkness. Maybe this is the place. I need to keep the picture of the owl skeleton too. Oh no, this is this room. This room cave, drench. Main building. Oh no, this is the experiments. Where is it? Fort Memorial. Off in the distance is what. Oh no, it's nature's way now. Okay, it's not here. Where could it be? Where's my mouse? There we go. Can it be Breadwood? Can it? Ghostwood. Postal Bay Station. Let's visit Brentwood. Open up with your crowbar. Nice. Bunkhouse. Yep, this is the place. Talk to him. Sure did. Here you go. Great. Oh, will you look at that? What a beaut. Well, thank you, Unholy. I ain't got anything for reward, but I may imagine you will get some experience points out of this. Yes, thank you. Oh, there's a lock. Yeah. I need safe cracking. Do it crossing. Too old to read. 1,000 of trees. Yes, but a guy was in this. We don't take kindly to stranger. We need you kind around here. Did you say need and need? Classy. Well, anyway. That muffin lover ran up a tab, he couldn't pay it off. So now he gets to wash dishes. Some of them dishes have been saving for just such an occasion. How much do you own? 150. I'll pay it. Yeah, even dumber than I assumed, but whatever. You can tell him he's free yourself. Alrighty. Buy the drink. You get your juice? No. Tell him he's free. Huh? What you think? What to do a thing like that for? Or just feeling charitable, I guess. Well, thanks, but I don't know how to do pretty much nothing except washing dishes. Nothing at all. Well, I can also wash clothes and I can play the washboard. That's pretty much it though. Send me to Dirtwater. Well, there's plenty of job opportunities open up in Dirtwater. Why don't you try your luck out there? Well, right, it's worth a shot. Thanks, Bo. He leaps to the wave and the bartender replaces the sign on the wall. Good luck. Dishwasher wanted. Bread trading post. Trade with it. Monkey wrench. So I do not have that one. The amount of meat I can get. Nice. Okay, let's head to Fort Tresham and the circus also. And Germanic Mine. Wow, so many places. What's this? It's a demi covering cannon. Looks closely. You look at the cannon. It's a fine cannon, demi covering in size. Is it a cannonball or just walk? Why do I want to insert a cannonball? What the heck? Looks like they left in the middle of dinner. Pick over the leavings. The locks on this foot locker has rusted away to almost nothing. Kick it open. Okay, got some loot. Still locked. Artillery targeting flare. Military school class ring. More pistol attack damage. This heavy ring goes on a trigger finger, not for the ring finger. Okay, PVT Matthau's diary. Private. A battered and dog-eared army issue diary. The cover says Private Mathau, barely legible in the college of gravy stains. Okay, you got an item. Key to P.O. Box 114. Okay, post office in Dirtwater. Smelly salt, military grey whiskies. Private Lemon's diary. This is an immaculate cared for standard army issue diary labeled Private Lemon. It's private in two ways. Okay, Can I read them? Yes. Okay. Most of Private Mathel's diaries, empty pages, ink splotches, and the dream today again, blah blah blah. Near the end though, you start to see notes about the force commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end. As Mathal puts it, being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing is driving the captain freaking bug nuts. When the captain eventually decided that a nearby range occupied by a solitary woman and her book collections was actually an enemy spy outpost, I felt compelled to warn the woman but was too worried about getting court-martialed to give her any specific details of a looming threat. Keep reading. Okay, in an attempt to prevent an imminent cannon bombardment of the ranch, Marcel stole some ballistic charts and hid them in the post office box during the shore leave in dirt water. This place doesn't have any damn shore, he comments. What the hell? Unfortunately, the cannons had already been calibrated, and when Marcel returned to the camp, he discovered the shelling had already begun. In his last entry, he declares his intention to start a mutiny, but the diary ends there with a conclusion to the story. Interesting. What are the other one? Lemon. Private Lemon's diary is pretty dry and not very interesting, just a list of the day-to-day duties of a straight-laced soldier up in the hills without anything to fight. So at the end, though, it starts to mention the commanding officer, Captain Simon, becoming increasingly agitated and convinced that the nearby range was being used as a spy outpost. Lemon doesn't sound convinced, but as one annoyingly vague entry puts it, orders are orders. Keep reading. The last few entries have to do with descent into ranks and the possibility of mutiny, the thought of which Lemon abhors. The rest of the page is blank. Okay. So, nearby range. RIP. This must have been where they stored all the fire. Okay, nearby range. Alexandria range. As Horsey carefully navigates the bunch of weird rock formation, everything suddenly goes silent. Everything except the raising of the pores, that is, because you've stumbled across a horrifying underlift. Fight! I can kill it. Weak. 83. The trooper. Buff myself up. Uncouth horn in Infernal Soul fragment. Yep, Alexandria range. Heap of smoldering books. Okay, I think I did that one already. Returning the books. It's always steel bottle. Place the targeting flare. There we go. Oh, this is how. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. This is how I will open it. Then put the cannonball in. Be through the range finder at a distant smoke of the targeting flare. Unfortunately, you have no idea how to actually aim the cannon at the flare. Look closely. Maybe have someone else do that for me? Maybe later. Okay, Geminic mine. Rocks. Probably some mine leavings that got piled up here. Search the rocks. You poke around in the rocks, but don't find anything of interest. Fair amount of lead in these rocks. This is probably a silver mine. You get them together a lot of times. It is worth anything, not enough to be hauling them around. Don't look at them. I wasn't going to. Leave the rocks alone. Get silver. The barrel is full of all threes. Take some. Just grab a handful? No. Okay, except for the dust all over everything and the fact that the guy at the desk is a ghost, this looks like a regular mine foreman's office. Okay. This ghost is busily shuffling the ghosts of papers on his desk. Talk to him. Excuse me, kid, I'm busy here. I've got a mine to run. Take a hike, okay? This mine is still running. I haven't seen anyone around. We're minors, kid. If you saw anyone up here, I have to fire them for not doing their jobs. How's business? Oh, just great. Hunky freaking dory. See this face? This is my happy face, and I'm double excited about answering questions from some random kid that wandered into my office while I'm working. Look how ecstatic I am. That's quite a silver tooth. You've got in that sarcastic grin. Made it myself. I've made a few little silver trinkets in my time. Now go away. Do you know that you're a ghost? Do you know that you're paying in the ass? Oh, I'm serious. See me laughing? Okay. No calendar. Looks like work stopped here a bunch of months ago. A hat rack with a standard issue miner's helmet hanging on it. Grab the helmet. Got an item. Miner's helmet. The little lamp on the front is busted, but it still protects you from a bong to the noggin. I need more speed. Maximum HP. The safe is dirty but solid looking. Get away from that ghostly finger behind the desk frowns. No, I take a closer look. You step down to take a closer look at the safe. It's a pretty standard heavy-duty safe with a dial-type combination lock. Hey, something wrong with your ears? I told you to get away from here. Fine, leave the safe alone. The Gene Blossom. Nice. 5 rocks is probably mining leftovers. Oh, there's a human skull hidden in the rock pile. That's a little obvious. Silver tooth skull. Oh, that's him, Silver. It's a little grim to find a human skull just stashed in a pile of rocks. Unless maybe it was a very small burial mound. Considering the fancy silver tooth, that's maybe not outside the realm of possibility. Talk to him about it. Okay, your calendar is out of date. What? Yeah, it's like 6 months old. I like the picture, okay? Scram. Do you know that you're a ghost? That's something that belongs to you. Here we go. Oh yeah? Well, that's a human skull. Notice a silver tooth? Look familiar? I mean to upset you, but I guess I forgot somehow. Must have been a dramatic experience. Oh, you think? You think maybe? Shush. Give me the damn skull is mine after all. What happened? I don't want to talk about it, and frankly, kid, it's none of your business. Leave me alone so I can get on with going into the light or whatever. Okay, bye. Okay, now I can get to the safe. Nice. Oh, I cracked the safe. This is the elevator down into the mine. This elevator is pretty dusty inside and doesn't appear to have been maintained for quite a while. It does still seem functional, but the control level is changed and padlocked. You also notice that the shaft is totally silent. You expect to hear the rumbling of minecarts and the clanking of pickaxes echoing up from below, but there's nothing. Pick the lock. You pick the lock, remove the chains, and give the lever a yank. The elevator shudders as it begins to descend, accompanied by the sound of clanking chains and grinding pulleys. Very quickly it becomes too dark to see and you put out your lantern. Very slowly the elevator reaches its destination. You pull the door open and peer into the gloom. Okay. This minecart is full of rocks. There doesn't look to be anything special about them. Someone left a pickaxe here. I guess this is what I call environmental storytelling. Pick it up. Or pickaxe. A worn old pickaxe you found in an abandoned jumbo neck mine. It has the initials HH carved into the handle. Not much good for mining anymore, but you can still knock someone's head off with it. It looks like the lever controls the junction of the minecart tracks point. It makes a satisfying kerchunk noise. It has a skeleton, scoreless. Looks like there was a cave in. Check it out. What do you think, Pete? I think there weren't no natural cave-ins. How do you mean? I mean, someone blew up this tunnel deliberately, like, you can tell by the stress fractures in the rock, you see, can't you? No, but I'll take your word for it. I see no stretch mark on the rocks. Looks like someone forgot their lunchbox down here. They must be real hungry by now. Open it. Pretty much everything inside has crumbled into dust except for a waxed paper sandwich bag and some raisins that probably weren't intended to become raisins. 100% all natural raisins created by the ravages of time. Paper bag. This waxed paper sandwich bag didn't do its job very well. Though to be fair, 6 months is the long time to expect a sandwich to stay fresh. Some kind of rush, the or spring-loaded ratcheting mechanism with an activation lever. It has a sort of gripper on the front, but it isn't gripping anything. Okay, this is an old crate of old dynamite. Dynamite gets very dangerous when it ages, but I know better than to try and stop you from taking the stick if you decided to take one. I've decided that. You pick up a stick of old dynamite. I don't recommend you do a lot of hopping up and down while you're carrying that. Okay, the nitroglycerin is starting to sweat out this dynamite and crystallize on the outside. It makes it extremely dangerous and you should probably not try to use it in a fight. I mean, you also shouldn't be carrying it around your pockets, but it's a little late for that one. Yes. Load up. Nothing new. Go up there. Go in. No, it cannot go over there to get a drink. So it has to go up. Oh. I didn't stick it over dynamite in there. Okay. You wedge a stick of unstable old dynamite in this minecart. This can't possibly go right. Give the cart a shove. Put the shoulder to the minecart and give it a shove. It rolls around the bend and the dragon disappears into the next room. After a moment, you hear a distant clank noise. So, no. Switches this way. So when it comes back out, it will go the other way. So have a duty then kind of always seem like crease. There was crease. And okay, you fill your waxed paper sandwich bag with all grease. Hopefully this will come in very handy soon, and so we can stop carrying it around. Okay, let's see the description of it. If you have good reason to be carrying around a paper sandwich bag full of all grease, I would like to hear it, because I can't think of one. Okay, pull the lever. Trunk. Okay, grease up that lever. You dump a bunch of grease into the mechanism and use the sandwich bag to sort of push it up in there without getting too much of it on your hands. You yank hard on the lever and it releases the mechanism's wound up springs, launching the minecart down the track with a terrific whang noise. Off in the distance you hear a kaboom. Oh. Okay, there we go. Just as I expected. You give the wrecked minecart a salute in respect of its valor and service. It's hard to tell at a glance, but on closer inspection, this guy seems to have died in the face-down basement of prayer post. How can you tell? Praying to the pit, maybe. It's difficult to say. Might have just been napping weird. The skeleton seemed to be reaching out to that weird statuette. Or reaching out with the statuette. With the hands having fallen off is impossible to tell. There's some kind of weird statuette on the ground. Take it? Yeah? You pick up the statuette. It's made of silver, and the tarnish and darkness make it hard to tell what is meant to depict. Was that it got there? Don't know, some kind of weird little statuette thing. Look, it's beautiful. I love it. It's okay, I guess. Are you okay? You don't look well. My stomach don't feel right, and my head feels about to the burst. I'm with you on the stomach part. I do feel a bit queasy all of a sudden. Maybe I better ditch this thing. No, don't. It's great. We need it. Jeez man, it's not that cool. Okay, this is tarnished and blackened silver statuette in the shape of some sort of creature. You can't tell what it is specifically, or even if it has 2 legs or 4 legs or wings or what, but it's depicted with reverence. Looking at it makes your stomach feel weird, like you're starving but also full at the point of nausea at the same time. This item goes in your offhand, a bit more to mysticality. No. This bit seems pretty deep. You kick a rock into it but never hear it hit the bottom. Throw something into it. And you look through your pack for something that might be good to throw into the bottomless pit. You take the idol out of your bag. You don't like the way it looks in dim light. You don't like the way it looks at you in this dim light. So what you doing there, boss? Throw it in the hole? No, keep it. You put the idol back in your bag. The weird feeling it gives you doesn't go away. The signs of relief. He looks extremely tired. Digging deeper into your pack, looking for something else you might have gotten into the bottom of it. But you can't seem to find anything suitable. Oh well. Let's get out there. Head to the circus. Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown. Clowns. Smarter? You don't like clowns? They're creepy. No? When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Oh sure, you mean the old tales about demon cows and demon clowns fighting down in hell. Yeah. And now rodeo clowns dress up like that because the first rodeos were reenactments of those battles, and they became a traditional thing. I remember them stories from when I was a younger myself. Ain't thought about that in decades. Don't be fouling your bridges though. This clown is just fellas in makeup. Yeah, no, still creeps me out though. Take it. As you approach, the clown puts on that basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say so. Talk to him. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, sir. How can I help you? I'd like to run away with the circus, please. Aren't you a little old for that? Sorry, we aren't hiring, darn. Okay, I'll let you see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then. But if you want to get inside, you need a ticket. And presumably you can sell me one. Well, why certainly I can. That's my job after all. per user. Ticket will cost 5,000 meat. Say what? Does it seem a bit high? I promise you, sir, at this price it's a real steal. Well, you've got that right. Why is it so expensive? Well, no, there's no podunk, little traveling circus. We've got rice, games, food, and an amazing demonstration of knife throwing skill by none other than Barnaby Bob himself. Okay, tell me more about the rice. Well, I suppose you should say ride, but we haven't had a single grisly merry-go-round accident since. Well, since we stopped turning it on. Tell me more about the games. Oh, we've got tons of them. The 3 counts as tons. 3 is more like some. We've got some of them. Tell me more about the food. We've got your favorite, popped corn, sarsaparilla with the fancy new bottle caps. And get this, did you hear about that new thing a fella invented, cotton candy? Yes, I think I might have. Well, it's still patented, but we're pretty sure we figured out how it works, mostly, more or less. Okay, tell me more about Barnaby Bob. Oh, the boss is a real master of knives. Let me tell you, he does this amazing stunt where he gets a volunteer from the audience up on the stage and throws knives at them. He never misses his target. Did you leave out the part where he puts an apple on their head or something? What? Oh, right, sure. You aren't doing a very good job of selling me on this. Why, whatever do you mean? Tend to intimidate the clown. I mean, I'm sick of being played for a fool. Wait, you blend your hands on the counter and lean in toward the clown with a snarl. I mean, I'm sick of being played for a fool. You think I'm gonna shout out that much meat to get into the dive like this? You've got another thing coming. Are you gonna give me a ticket, or am I gonna punch your ticket? The clown grins, showing you a mouthful of yellow, usually pointy teeth. Think you're a real tough cookie, huh? Listen good, bucko. All I have to do is shout and you're our new size of civet. We call it the amazing crying bag of mulch. But hey, it'll get you in for free. How's the plan grab you? Oh, why, I order. Step back, Junior. You're out of your depth. How do I get in without 5,000 meat? A northern clown word. Okay, got the pollen. This is a little pile of shimmering pollen from the northern clownwort flower, which some scientists claim is the source of all clown powers. Oh. Resistant to elemental damage by 15%. I want to get in. The clown whistles you. Hey, you need a ticket to get if you want to weigh in, chief. See the tickets. Never mind. Cannot get into the ticket. Fort all that. I need somewhere with a cannon. Beg your pardon, excuse me. Oh, magic circle. Snakes. Oh, the skeleton rifleman. No. Pepperoni mole. Tombstone pizza. Okay, guess this is not the place then. Lazy I do range, no. Range. Fort cowardice. Beer barrel cactus. Mug of cactus beer. You squeeze a mug's worth out of the flower. This is a mug of frosty beer harvested from the beer barrel cactus, the greatest thing evolution ever produced. administration. Oh, there's a Becky Smith. Active sick days, 0 this day. Okay, so Becky Smith is the sick one. Becky Smith. Okay, Becky Smith. Anything I have not yet. Oh, go in. Oh, new stuff. The goblin seated at this desk is repeatedly firing the pistol at that pie safe. Get their attention? Say, what you doing? Shooting pies, always shooting pies. Could you elaborating on that? Why shooting a pie? Yes. To destroying, obviously, must be destroying a terrible pie. What is wrong with the pie? A human will never understand it. Ask again. Shut up, so much angry. No, really, why did a pie shooting keep trying? Looking. I'm pretty sure being a pie is destroyed. Huh? Look, so many holes in the pie safe. You winning. A pie is dead. You certain being? Waiting here, I will checking. Big through the bullet holes. Yep, the pie shot to hell. Hooray, you're a success. A pie is so very destroyed being. I doing it. So much doing it. But now, what? What are you shooting now? I guess you're finding another pie? What? There are more pies being? Yes, a world is full of pies. Oh no, these violent things will never ending. Sorry being not wishing to enabling this behavior. No, this is my cross bearing. I must going and continuing the fight. Okay. Thanking you. Okay, I'm wishing you good luck against the forces of pie. And salute them. General Gobb strides out the door, jaw clenched, eyes resolute with pie hatred. Well, that was weird. I guess I'm the general now. Still got the lead pie. There's a single pie inside, shot to pieces. This is the pie that has been shot so many times that its filling is now 100% bullets. Increase your range damage by 10 for the rest of the day. Okay, unless there's nothing else up there. Post office. Open box 114. Okay, you open the box. It's empty except for the single sheet of cards stuck with columns of numbers on it in tiny print. Fort Dresden Ballistics Chart. This is a job for army guys that is explaining how to more effectively destroy things from a distance. It's just for details on the precision firing of a demi-quivering artillery cannon. You know what? Better cannon could blow the vault door at Alexandria range open if you could figure out a way to target it. Good idea. Yeah, I think I did it one already. Anything new? Is that just in a postcard? Okay. Hot dog. Liquor liquid bread. Where do I go now? Fort of Darkness? A north flash of light nearby prompts you to stop and investigate. You discover a goblin with a strange hint fort covered with shiny foil, which they're using to reflect sunlight onto the pair of leather boots. Hello, what are you doing? Tanning. I'm a tanner. Goblin tongue. You are tanning boots? Yes, sun using to making very tan. I don't think that's how it works, but I guess you're an expert. What? Offer to buy the boots? Threaten force? Because I do not have the money. Goblin, you are still giving me these boots. Okay, sure. For 250 meat I am giving them. No, for free giving them. Oh no, I'm beating you up. The goblin sadly hands over the boots. Got an item, overly tanned boots. Okay. 1 to maximum AP and 7 to Moxie. These boots have been so comprehensively tanned that they are more tan than boots at this point. Good. A Fort of Darkness? The P.7. Can I use the cannon? Is there even a cannon? Okay, nothing new. Fort Memorial. This is not the place with the cannon. I don't know how to learn how to use. Okay, but now a goblin is wandering along the path, muttering and ranting out loud to itself. Why not you cramming an entire baguette of your icing funnel? Whoa, what? Go marrying a bagel, muffin juggler? Goblin tongue. Where did you learn talking like that? Finding a guide to human curses, cake sucker. The goblin shows you a pamphlet listing a variety of popular profanity. On the back it says, brought to you by the Bradwood Board of Tourism. Threaten them. Give me that pamphlet or I'm telling you. Wait, you guys reproduce from spores. Can you even have a mother? What is you, donut hole? Give me that pamphlet. Or telling your whole village about your rudeness. Okay, I can't believe that worked. The goblin grumbles profanely but gives you the pamphlet. Okay, get a Bradwood cheat sheet. This is a handy reference guide to some of the most fashionable profanity mankind has to offer. This item goes into the offense, but doesn't have anything to do with Bradwood. Okay, can I? Oh, I can. You can sort the ballistic jar and turn the little knobs and cranks the stuff to the appropriate places. You root around in your pack and find a match. Light it up. Boom! If I didn't open the valve door, then those crates are probably south anyway. Alessandra range. There's an open grave here, which is a little weird. Maybe they forgot to bring the body and had to go back to get it? Man, the weather would be really embarrassing. Just wait and see what you find. Oh hey, there are a few things in here already. Maybe they were just burying this junk, but forgot to fill the hole back in. Handful of loose teeth and grave dirt. Spooky resistance. Oh, here we go. Books and books and books. Take one. You take the one that looks the most interesting. Percussive maintenance. This book is full of tips and tricks about the ancient art of fixing machines by hitting them really hard. Read it. Favorite part? You will quickly memorize the entire book. You've learned how to hit machines in just the right place to fix pretty much whatever wrong with them. You can fix things the easy way. Time to get smacking. When you've done reading it, you notice that the book's spine is cracked. You try to fix it by hitting it really hard, and you end up just smashing the book to powder. Oops. Oh, what were you doing? Okay. Oh, advanced cow punching. That's for me. You've already learned all the techniques in this book, but you do pick up a few tips and tricks from poring over the appendices and the footnotes about cow appendices. Okay. Then you work out a little bit by tearing the book in half for more experience. Where is the safe cracking? How to cheat a poker. You choose the book with the most sensational sounding title. Cheating is part of a game of poker, but getting caught doing it is still disadvantageous. This book purports to turn your cheating into sneaking cheating. Quickly memorize the entire book. That's skill, dirty poker. You've learned how to cheat at a weird variant of poker they play in these parts. You will almost certainly get caught. So as you can steal the evidence of your dirty dealings, you eat the book. Let's hit the tables. Oh, this locked case contains a book labeled Gold Medals Silversmithing. Pick the lock. This book, written by expert jeweler Dabney Bronze, details advanced techniques in melting silver things and turning them into other silver things. Read it. You read a book and learn. Okay, you read a book and learn a lot more about silversmithing than you knew before. Everybody out west can silversmith a little, but you can do it a lot. You can make extra silver bullets when crafting them. I can craft what? After you finish reading it, you absentmindedly drop it in a nearby mailbox and are unable to retrieve it. Happy birthday, Mr. Postman. I can craft silver bullets. Interesting. I need more needles. No. Get back to Frisco. Oh, Julia's cabin. You see a plume of smoke rising over the trees to the north of you. Do not force it in that direction and find a cozy-looking cabin nestled in the copse of pines. The ground outside is sparkly and rainbow-tinted, a telltale side effect of the practice with Julia's trade. Check it out later, because it's in this map. My eyes are back to normal. Frisco Station. This is a nice station, but there's no train that runs to it yet. The playing projectionist wanted. What other street is the projectionist wanted to is already in work? Gloomies. This lady has a rock in her whiskey. Ask her about it. Whiskey on the rocks, huh? Fine. That was a little funny for the first time I heard it today. So by now it should have been a laugh riot, right? Seriously though, why are you ruining that whiskey with that rock? I'm not here to drink, I'm doing important research. Okay, so what kind of research do you do? I'm testing the effects of various liquids on hypercrystalline thermomorphic diorites. Today's liquid is ethanol. Maybe I'm going out on the limb here, but I'm guessing you're some kind of scientist. Good guess. Scientifically, I'm an arcane geologist. Magic rocks? Hey, not bad. You got it in one. Dr. Josie Morton at your service. Hi, I'm on Holy One. My second guess was gonna be buttholes, but rocks don't have those. Not typically, no. Mortimer, any what relation to that Emperor guide? Who? There was a widow outside calling himself Emperor Norton. Are you asking me if I'm related to someone because our last names rhyme? Well, not anymore. Are you doing this research by yourself? Yeah, all my college back east. Well, there's a guy over near Gustafson Gold who is in a similar line of work, but he's researching rocks that have been turned magical through ancient technology, and I'm more concerned with naturally occurring magical rocks. Ancient magical rock technology? That sounds pretty crazy. It's interesting stuff, alright. If you ever meet him, tell him I said hi. Okay, how's our whiskey experiment going? Not great. But to be honest, I wasn't expecting much. This test should really be done with pure ethanol, but it's too hard to get that out here, so I'm trying whiskey, just for the heck of it. But the impurities in it would screw up my findings even if I had any. Well, that's a shame. Hey, your rock just turned blue. Oh, that's unrelated. Hypercrystalline thermomorphic diorite turns blue every 23 minutes. I have a colleague who patented a design for the watch based on the property of it, but a 23-minute watch isn't very useful. Plus, you know, the whole cancer thing. Cancer? Yeah, do you think I wasn't drinking this because of the flavor? Is it because I don't want a tumor that can yell its own name? Do you need any help with your experiments? Sure, I can always use more samples. If you find any interesting rocks, bring them to my house. Okay, new modification, Dr. Morton's house. What counts as interesting? I haven't had any rocks that turn blue. Oh, just anything a rock doesn't ordinarily do. Moving around on its own, defying gravity, displaying rudimentary intelligence. What about a rock that plays the banjo? What? Have you seen a rock that plays the banjo? Oh no, we're just what ifing. Gee Louise, don't get my hopes up like that. Well, I'll swing by if I find any interesting rocks. Alrighty, thanks. Hope to see you soon. She pays a tap, fishes the rocks out of whiskey and leaves. You decide there's no sense in throwing the bath water out with a baby, and you pocket the whiskey. Got an item, whiskey without the rocks. Dr. Morton told you this whiskey was poisonous, but you figured all whiskey is technically poisonous, so how much worse could it really be? Increases the spell damage by 23 for the rest of the day. Nice. And what's happening? A real Frisco Francus? No. Well, I'll be a new face. I'm clumsy. Make yourself at home. Thanks, I'm Holly Bun. New to town? I've been helping manifest destiny to get the rail tracks laid. We're very, very close, but haven't quite finished yet. So you could use a drink. Clumsy, as you could. What have you got? New Amsterdam. Muscle by 9. New fashioned. Okay. Yeah, let's read. That new name is never going to stick. This cocktail was just invented last week. It's got whiskey and sugar and bitters in it, and it's garnished with a new kind of orange peel thing called a twist. There's got to be a better name for this. Olive gin cone. Let's talk some more. What's a huge brawl going on over there? Oh, them fellas always blowing off steam. I just let them go ahead and get their aggressions out. So as long as they keep over there, away from what furniture I've got left. I see. What can you tell me about Frisco? Oh, it's a fine town. A fella named Samson Frisco founded it way back, where the mines first opened out this way and everyone caught the fever. Money fever? Yep, the kind you get from breathing too much dirt. Frisco was a doctor, you see. Gotcha. Papa Barman. Dart? Can I have dart? Sorry, no dart. Why no dart? Dart? Nope. No? Something? It's a flyer of some sort. Pick it up. A comedy flyer. There's something you found on the ground in Frisco, which means that in the absolute best case scenario is garbage. Read it. You read the garbage. It turns out to be the flyer on the comedy shack up north of Frisco. You just have the location on your map, then throw the flyer away. Okay, West Coast Comedy Shack. Oh, fancy house. It's just nearly identical houses as far as the eye can see in that direction. Okay, new stuffs over here. And I guess this should be the best place to end the stream. See you guys later.